ओके अभी देखो अब बोलो.
Yeah, I'm Jayson from Royal Kings. Sorry. Sorry, it's
Currently, it's 31 views that we have. And the viewers will keep increasing as and when the match goes ahead. This time it's the uppercut. The ball is running away towards the fence, and that's the boundary. A good one by Irshad because he saw the ball being, banged by Tahir Ahmed, slightly short, outside off, and all he had to do was play the uppercut and play it in the gap. So a boundary comes their way. The Turbo Titans have begun their score. Every boundary or six that comes by early on is going to be instrumental for Turbo Titans. Whereas for the Royal Kings, it's all about trying and picking up those wickets. Let us see which one does it better. Now the pressure is speaking on the bowler straight away. He's given that as a wide. Six for no loss. The Turbo Titans. Plays it on the onside. The call is for 2, but they take the single. Only a run. The quick one there. That's the excitement of this tournament. And it has taken both the teams, the Turbo Titans and Royal Kings, to fight it out and come to the last match in the tournament to see which one of them is going to be the crown champions of the Season 1 C1 Cricket League. It's not going to be easy out there because, as we speak about, it's 45 degrees in the center, so it's very hot. It will take another 1 hour for the heat to go down. So the fielding side really drenched in sweat. And that might be the case for the batters. The top order for the Royal Kings will come out to bat, chasing that score. And the Turbo Titans would need to put up a good score, not just a good score, a great score on the board. 160 plus is what I count on. So almost end to a first over, which is good enough, except that boundary which came by. The rest of the delivery was superb by Tahir Ahmed. 7 were the runs on the board without a wicket. And it's kept straight. Now in the center, the Turbo Titans, as well as the Royal Kings. The Royal Kings would be happy to allow that singles to come by, not have those boundaries, because boundaries will put the pressure on the bowlers and then make them do the errors. Projected score is very early to speak about. The 16 over aside, the 1 over being done. Trying to play that sweep, doesn't quite connect. Komar Abbas is facing in those dot deliveries, and that is going to surely put the pressure on him, because you don't want to have those dot deliveries early on. You want to have runs, and runs is what's required. He wanted to go in a different direction, but still he will get that boundary, or he might not. Let's wait for the umpire. I think this time it has crossed the boundary line. So he gets the boundary no matter. But the timing was not very good on that occasion, but nonetheless, runs are runs, so they will take it. So with that boundary, 12 runs come up on the board. We have 3 more deliveries in the over, and it is Narayan and Kannan. So Narayan and Kannan, the bowler. Kamar Abbas. The ball is always on the offside. He doesn't quite look that confident, but again, it could be a different strategy. Once again, misses. And with that, down to the last delivery of that over number 2. Would want to finish up well. It's given away only that for 5 runs. That's connected well this time around. Up and over the fielder's head. That's a 6. Kamar Abbas was trying for that shot on multiple occasions earlier, but this time around the ball was right in the length for him to fire, and that forearms coming at the right time for him with the connection. He gets the maximum. Finish off the over on a high. With it, the Turbo Titans are 18 runs without a wicket at the end of those 2 overs. So there's the Royal Kings. So Narayanan bowled a very good over, at least till the 5 deliveries, but then the last delivery was right on the spot for Anwar Abbas to get the maximum. And Raki comes into the attack. So Rocky getting the over. Strike again. It's a midland leg. This man, there's only one way to go. Rocky's got to be really careful with his line. Wanted to go again on the onside with his wristy hit, but he misses. Given easily by the umpire. On a bounce, up and over the fielder's head. Couldn't anticipate that ball and its bounce. But Kamar Abbas will get the boundary. He would like it. Moves on to 23. The Turbo Titans. And it was slightly bowled short again from Raki. And enough time that 15 of 12 with 2 boundaries and a 6. Kamar Abbas goes again. This time even better. That's going to be a maximum. He connects it. That was not the line that Raki would have wanted to bowl. He's bowling it slightly short. And this is Kamar Abbas up for you. 3 overs have been done. It's 29 for no loss for the Turbo Titans. This over has been really fantastic for them because of the number of runs that came in. 11 runs in this over itself. And which is making things good for the Turbo Titans, especially for Kamar Abbas. 21 of 13 now, 2 boundaries, 2 sixes. So into over number 4, and Narayanan Kannan gets the over. Right up over the wicket. This time to Irshad, who's been slightly silent there. The other end, 7 of 5. Again, those runs which are coming in really, really well. It was straight away towards the boundary region. First was a wide, And then with that boundary for Narayan to Irshad, things are getting good here for the Turbo Titans. But not so much, I would say, for the Royal Kings because they won the toss. Alright, they wanted to bowl first, but here the bowlers have not been able to fix things. Hello. Yeah, that's a wide, so we're back on. Just had that some sort of a glitch, which is fine. 37 for no loss was the score. That was another wide, back-to-back wides in this over. A couple of wides, I would say, right. I'm round over the wicket, round the wicket to Kamwar Abbas. Just 21 of 13 with 2 boundaries and 2 sixes. He's doing well from his end. But Narayanan is giving away runs. This over has been slightly longer because of the 3 extras and a boundary. 7 runs already and a run, which is 8. And he has still 2 more deliveries left to finish things off. He's trying to hit hard, Kamwar Abbas, but not every delivery should go up and over for the maximum. He can take and rotate the strike. That is what's important. That's the hallmark of a great player is rotate strikes instead of going big every delivery. Again, he tries to go hard, this time down the leg side. Lucky for him that it was a wide. 1 delivery left for Narayan, and he should calmly bowl that delivery, which will help this over to be completed. He connects, fielder takes it on a bounce, but does not try to stop that ball. And Kamwar Abbas gets another boundary. So 4 overs have been completed. It's 42 for no loss. Once again, the line was bad. And Kamwar Abbas just helping it along its way. And also the field not quite anticipating that ball. And lets that one go away towards the boundary fence. So he moves on to 25 of 16. And the scoreboard also is ticking up higher. So things should change. Some things has to change for the Royal Kings. They cannot keep going the way they are at the moment because otherwise the runs are going to stack up so much that it'll be difficult for them to chase. So we have 12 more overs of action. A lot of discussion among the players in the center on what should be the strategy next, as they have to, pick up wickets. Not one wicket has fallen. Wickets are a key to put the pressure, and this is what they will look to do, the Royal Kings. So there we have banged and short this time around. He's played that Irshad on the onside. Tahir Ahmed who comes into the attack straight away, bowling it, that bouncer body line. But Tahir was successful only giving away a run. Irshad wasn't quite prepared or expecting that, so he could only manage to get it on the onside for a single. It was a good delivery to Kamwar Abbas, surprised him. It doesn't matter that they try to stop for those runs, they'll have to go for the wickets because wickets is the key. If the Royal Kings want to make an impact in this game, try and stop those runs from flowing by, they have to pick up wickets. How they do it will depend on the way they bowl, the way they pitch those deliveries, and make the batters go for those strikes. Because they might be able to get 1 over silent, but I don't think that they'll be able to keep the next 11 or 10 overs silent. So the only way that can be silent automatically is by picking up those wickets. It's a good shot. And there's a fielder back in the deep. Will cut it off easily. Is there an outside edge? I think he's walking back. Yes. The sportsmanship coming in from Irshad. He has an edge on that, and it was, I think, heard very, very clearly by everyone else. That's why the umpire even didn't quite hesitate, or even Irshad. So the first wicket finally falls that they were looking for, the Royal Kings, and now it's time to put the pressure and try and pick up the other wickets, because if the runs come by, things will look very difficult for the Royal Kings. So they will be happy picking on the first wicket of the Turbo Titans. There's Irshad who makes his way back for 13 runs in his 10 deliveries, 2 boundaries. Inside the trim line this time around to the new batter Harish. So 5 overs have been done. It is 44 for the loss of a wicket. It's 47 for the loss of 44 for the loss of a wicket. 5 overs have been done, and that's Irshad trying his best again. It's Selva Kumar Sekaran who's now been given the ball in hand. Selva Kumar Sekaran. 44 for the loss of a wicket. Up in the air for a brief moment. Didn't quite go towards. Was given as a leg by. Didn't quite hit the middle of the bat. And now they have a spread out field which they'll have to. And they're taking their fielders in those positions. Having them in the right position is very, very critical. for maximizing the opportunity for those catches. Plays it straight over the bowler's head, just for that single. He goes in the gap. No, there's a fielder back there. There should just be a single for Kamwir Abbas. This over, they haven't had the opportunity of getting a boundary. There's only been runs of the leg byes and singles. They need to get that boundary as soon as possible. The double Titans are 47 for the loss of a wicket. So he misses on that occasion. Harish has got off the mark already. And now the question of trying to get and support Kamwar Abbas. He goes as a fielder back there. Should just be a single. It will be just a one. Nothing more than that. Six overs have been completed. It's 80-48 for the loss of a wicket. All of a sudden, the runs in this particular over, the last particular over, slowed down. But before that, the last two overs that we can see, over number 5 and over number 6, there hasn't been a boundary in those two overs. But over number 3 and the 2 were very good for them, and that's the result that they're able to get that score on the board, which is 48 of 6. You could say the run rate is 8 runs and over for the Turbo Titans. But we have 10 more overs in hand. Let us see if they can change that kind of a scenario. Full toss on the onside. That should be a maximum. That is one bounce towards the fence. With the power that he possesses, Harish, he can whack that ball for a maximum. But this time around, the timing could have been off. And one bounce to the deep. Again, he's hit that away from the long off fielder. The fielder cannot stop the ball. He tried his best using his football tricks. But once again, the ball beating that fielder. Down the ground this time around, Harish, and gets the result. Back-to-back boundaries. 56 on the board. That's an appeal. That's one bounce again. Catch was the call, but again, what can you take a catch when that was up in the air? The fielder was in two minds whether to go for the catch or just let go that. But in the end, he decided to go for the catch. Also, was too late to back up in anything. And Prakash to Harish, 3 boundaries in a row. So 2 more, or 3 more in fact, for the Davies to come by and place on the offside. Find the fielder. delivery left. So on the onside, the field is converging, and they might not be able to stop that one, which they don't. And Turbo Titans are banking in on those runs now. Ball by ball, Kamwar Abbas is getting better. He moves on to a rapid 27 or 22. He's been the leading one for the Turbo Titans. If they manage to pick up 160 on the board, it's going to be tough for the Royal Kings. But again, they'll have the batters up in their sleeve to try and chase this target down as well. One more delivery to go. So 7 overs have been done. It's 65 for the loss of a wicket for the Royal Titans. And then the Royal Kings need equally 766 runs in the 10 overs. In the 16 overs, pardon. As a match. 7 overs, 11 more overs to come by. So 11 more overs, 66 more deliveries. 9 overs to come by, 54 more deliveries. And that's got run away towards the boundary region. That was an easy one for Harish C. Just the ball with the outside off. He got a connection right, and there he is. So Selva Kumar Sekaram is going to be the bowler in. He smashes that one hard. There's no fielder back there, even though he couldn't quite catch that one because it was dropped in the stands. It was meant to go there in that direction. So Harish gets the maximum and runs are flowing for the Turbo Titans. They're in a spot of ball now, the Royal Kings. Things are not looking so good for them because the projected score is 163. And with the way they are going, it looks to be certainly achieved as 75 already have come up. That's why down the leg side has been the issue. The number of wides that are coming in from the Royal Kings, it's not good at all. They really need to go. Controlling those extras. But once down the track, this is even better. Even more positive from Harish. Back-to-back sixes. And he has put Selva Kumar Sekaran completely under pressure. The scoreboard moves on to 82. And 3 more deliveries left. It's got to be keeping it away from the hitting arc. And this is where it's really, really very important. Selva Kumar to just try and finish off this over really well, because if he doesn't, because already that you can see that it's 20 runs have come in just those 3 legal deliveries. So 3 more deliveries to end up, and 20 could be okay, but more than 20 is certainly hurting the Royal Kings. So no change of angle. He'll continue to bowl in from the same angle. He slaps it again, and the fielder somehow managed to stop the ball inside the boundary line. He was hit that hard. He wasn't quite in control when the ball made the first contact, but then on the third attempt, he made sure the ball is kept inside the ground. So with that, the runs keep stacking up, and it's going to be Harish, Sia, the non-strikers, in, and Kamar Abbas. Both have played 30, would have scored 31 runs each, but Kamar Abbas has been slow. He's taken away far too many, 25 to be precise. And on the other hand, Harish is hitting with a strike of 281. And they want another, but they'll not get there. So with that, 8 overs have been done. It's 85 for the loss of a wicket. So they have 8 overs completed. 85 for the loss of a wicket. The Turbo Titans, Royal Lions are struggling to contain those runs and pick up wickets, as this partnership has also been building in between Kamar Abbas and Harish. Selva Kumar Sekaran to continue. He's played that on the onside. No, there's no fielder out in the deep. The ball is running away. The fielder giving it a chance. I don't think he will get there, and he doesn't. That should be a boundary. The first delivery of the over and first delivery itself, he was hammered for runs. Again, insisting to come right arm around the wicket. Is there an appeal? He's walking back. He didn't even wait for the umpire. Give the decision away. He has nicked it and as a true sportsman walking back to his crease. So Raki, caught Harish out. So there's for the first wicket, 2 wickets out now for the Turbo Titans. Now there's going to be Sunil. Harish got out. Madhukaran took that one. 37 runs or 15 deliveries for Raki. For Harish, beg your pardon. A strike rate of 246. But there's Kamwar Abbas who's still out there, 32-25 with 4 boundaries. Sunil Tulasidaran. Kamwar Abbas is scoring at 100, strike rate 128. And that's really very important for in this over for Raki to kind of stop those runs. He's slightly expensive. I wouldn't say that he's too expensive. He's slightly expensive. Harish was that one player who was managing to, get those runs at a quick pace. Started off with a wonderful boundary, and then gave that easy catch away. Plays it on the onside, just a single again. So Raki went by, and got that wicket in the over. And now since then he's controlled his line and length and not allowing the batters to get those runs. 9 overs have been completed. It's 92 for the loss of 2. Oh, that was a good delivery to start off with. Over number 10. Tahir comes in again. 10 runs so far is what he's given. He's picked up a wicket. Goes out on the onside. There's the fielder back there. Just a single so far. It's 33 of 27. On the onside, Sunil, and should be getting himself a boundary. So with that, the scoreboard is coming towards the 100-run mark. It's 94, and add that 4 runs to it, so it's 98 overall. The loss of those 2 wickets. 3 more deliveries. The over number 10 will be done. Still at the projected score is showing us 160, so they can still get there. It's not going to be that difficult. But they need to keep hitting those runs. Really very, very important. Just a single. Looking for that six, looking for that boundary. Kamar Abbas has been silent so far for the last couple of overs whenever he's got the opportunity to be on strike. He does connect, but he'll have to walk back because he connected and stayed in the hands of that keeper. So another wicket goes down begging for the Turbo Titans. The set batter is out, and now it's going to be two new batters, relatively new to the crease. And Tahir gets another wicket for himself. He picks up his second wicket for the Royal Kings. And hopefully, with these wickets going by, they are hopeful, the Royal Kings, that they will be able to stop the Turbo Titans to at least 140, because otherwise 160 looking to be a great score if they manage to let loose of this one against the Turbo Titans. Kamar Abbas, was struggling, you could see from the last 2 overs, didn't quite get a lot of runs. Kamar doing the job that he was required. Kamar Abbas, Madhukara being the man. Walks around the offside. Only a single, that is. So 10 overs have been done. It's 99 for the loss of 3. So 1 over 11, and with that, it's going to be time for Prakash to come into the center. And that starts off with a wide. And 99 for the loss of 3. The Turbo Titans, and Prakash helping them to get over that line and get those 100 up on the board. We have 6 more overs to go by. He's gone up. The ball is coming towards us, and it's straight towards the car. Hope that it's okay. Hope that the cars in the parking lot are safe. That was coming straight towards the parking lot because Sunil wanted to hammer that one really well. And he did hammer it again. As just faced the delivery. So they don't want to give away those runs because, as I said, 160 is what's looking easy for Turbo Titans. They started off really well, and that's the reason they can bank on. And they're managing to get the occasional 4s and 6s. Full toss. He could have had that ball going flying once again into the stands, but he missed it on this occasion. Sunil, he'll be lamenting on that opportunity, just getting the outside edge of the bat, and only for that single. Boundaries are coming in with that ease for the Turbo Titans. 111, so making it 10. Almost can say 12 runs from the over. Jishnu Sai starts off with the boundary. Wanted to go again, but there's a fielder back at long off, so it's only going to get him that single. Just a run here. The Turbo Titans, 111 for the loss of 3. The Royal Kings, the bowlers are not being able to stop those runs, and that's going to be the concern. That's the problem. Keeps it short, he misses. Sunil misses on this occasion. It was slightly short. The ball did not bounce as much as expected. So lucky for Prakash. Otherwise, that was again going to the stands because he swings the bat really very, very hard. Plays it gently on the onside. Oh, the bowler kicked. Unfortunately, the ball by himself, and that will give Sunil that single, with which he will keep the strike. 11 overs have been done. It's 113 for the loss of 3. And that's a play and a miss, for the Turbo Titans in the form of Sunil, who's on strike right now. And Raki comes back into the attack. He goes this time around on the onside. There's no one back there. And that will be a maximum, looks like. The umpire hasn't quite indicated anything, but surely that was looking to be a maximum, and which it was. What a shot. This is Sunil for you. It was slightly short of length and banged in for a maximum. So Raki's got to be careful with his line, especially with his length. This time it is better. I did not give that ball short enough for Sunil to whack him away. Then we have around 3 more deliveries to go. When there's over number 12. Walks it on the onside. There's a fielder. 2 fielders converging. One of them managed to stop that ball, and they'll keep it down just for that single. So 121 now the score. As I said, 170 easily within the cards. They'll have, they overran that one. That is sloppy. It goes up. It's coming towards the fielder from the deep. He comes in. Could have been a wonderful catch had he managed to take it, but he didn't. And with that, it's 123 for the loss of 3. And really, the scoreboard was moving like fire for the Turbo Titans. They'll be very happy that the position they're in right now. One more delivery left to end the over number 12. Oh, smashes that. Reverse hit. And that would be a maximum. What a way to end the over number 12. It's 131 for the loss of those 3 wickets. Beautiful shot. Honestly, really beautiful. When this 12 overs completed, 131 for the loss of 3. The projected score was 174. now with that 6. And Raki, very expensive, 36 runs in his 3 overs for a wicket. Sweeps are on the onside, and that is going to be a couple of runs. The fielder managed to save that ball, not from going away from the boundary. Just a couple, I believe. Prakash Kochadai, is the bowler in. We are down to the 4 overs, 4 more overs. Up in the air, should be taken. Yes, it's been taken. So Jishnu Sai will have to walk back. So Jishnu Sai will walk back, and with that, it's 4 wickets down now. It's a matter of the 4 wickets. Jishnu Sai, 10 of 5. Sunil Tulasadiran, 31 of 14. Prakash to Jishnu. But the main man for them is Sunil, who's out there, the non-strikers, and he's the batter. The double right ends are banking on. Raju C is the new batter in. Prakash picking up his first wicket of the match. Raju is off the mark straight away, easy. What he's got to do is just try and go to the other end and let Sunil have that strike as much as possible, because he's set and he would need more of those deliveries remaining to try and get this team to the 172. Plays it on the onside. And there's straight a man in the deep. Oh, he misses for a brief moment. So 134 for the loss of 4. So really a good score. Rajasi once again on the offside. The call is for 2, but they'll only get 1. The second one would be risky if they go for it. Now on the next side, is there any part of bat or bat involved? I think there is, because that's the reason the umpire has not given away as a leg by. So some bat involved and a boundary to finish things off. At the end of the 13 overs, the scoreboard moves 140 for the loss of 4. Now 170 easily in the cards, because 3 more overs to come by for the bowling side. The Royal Kings and Turbo Titans are well poised for a great score. Sunil Tulasadiran, 36 of 16, in a good position to get to his half century, and he's also scoring with an amazing strike rate. And there you see the start of a new over for the Turbo Titans. And the boundary to finish things up with. And they start off also with that single to Raju. Gets that single here. And now it's going to be Sunil. And the reason they're very happy about. That's wide. That's the pressure speaking on Raki. Raki is racked up because he was hit for a lot of runs in his previous over. That somehow he's got to find a way to control those runs. Sunil goes on the onside. There's a fielder in the deep, but he was in no position to take that catch because it went straight above his head. So Sunil moves on to 42 of 17. What an amazing strike that was. 4 sixes so far, 2 boundaries in his innings, a strike rate of more than 235. My goodness, this batter is simply amazing. 247 to be precise, the strike rate with which Sunil has been going about his business. And none of the bowlers managed to, make a mark here, except those edges that went by to the keeper. Nothing else is going right. He's looking for the two. He charges on the first one. He will come back for the second. Raju has to walk back for the second. Will he get there? Let's look at the umpire. I think he's safe. So here he had to turn back in a flash. Raju say because Sunil was always going for the second. And with that, it's 150 up on the board for the Turbo Titans. It's up again. This is 6. With that, he gets to his half century in style. What a shot from Sunil. 50 of this 19 deliveries, 5 sixes, 2 boundaries. This man is being the star of the day for the Turbo Titans in the big finals. The ball was full, slightly outside of it was, but then the length was good enough for him to smash it for a 6. This time it was fuller, so nothing to do for Sunil, just get back to ball. Now the projected score goes on to 180. That's going to be devastating if they get there. So play and a miss. So 156 for the loss of 4 and the 14 overs. So there we are. Starts off with a wide. 2 more overs to get done with that first innings. And the first one was a wide. He connects. Raju say, has he gone? No, that's a 6. That is a maximum. The fielder out there tried his best, but he couldn't quite, and that was hit beautifully. So runs here coming in for the Turbo Titans. They get past 160, and now even 180 is within their reach. 184, the projected score tells us, and they surely will get more than 184. I'm telling you, if they get runs in this over, they're bound for glory. But for that, Raju say will either have to go for that big 6 or try and give the strike back to Sunil. Two good deliveries back to back. There's going to be a couple. The fielder and the backup was available, so it's only going to be a couple of runs. But again, Sunil has been missing on those important opportunities and trying to get for those runs. There was 3 dots in a row, and then finally that run coming in. Sunil is eluded of strike. It was a no ball as well. They run 3. No, they don't run 3. They run 2. It was a no ball, and that free doesn't result in anything whatsoever. So 166 now. Raju C has literally consumed this over, except that 6 which he got. He's not quite happy, Sunil. So a disastrous over this. We're not getting away too many runs except the extra and the 3 runs. So 10 overall from the over. It's 15 overs done, 166 for the loss of 4. They might not be able to get 180 now, but again, depends on the way Sunil goes about the business in that final over. There's one on the offside this time around. On the off, that's a 6. Sunil was waiting for the chance to come on strike and make some mark here, and he's made it early in the first delivery of the over itself. Outside off it was, but he went cleanly on the offside, getting in that maximum. 170 on the board. It is going to be Selva Kumar Sekaran to bowl a final over of the first innings. 27 runs is what he's conceded in the 2.1 overs that he's bowled. And now he's up for some punishment because Sunil is looking hungry for runs. It's going to be a big challenge, I tell you, for the Royal Lions to come and chase this target down. Let us see what they're up to in that run chase, but here it's Turbo Titans. He goes again. Sunil, this is further away. The fielder in the deep will have to fetch that ball. Literally hit that with a lot of power and confidence. Back-to-back sixes for this tall man. They're moving ahead. 176 on the board. I'm telling you, we missed a lot of action of him not getting much of the strike in the previous over. Raju Se was missing in those balls, but now here in action from the very first ball. First on the offside, over covers, and now over long off. Which area does he strike? And the fielder will take a lot of time to go and fetch the ball because he'll have to go very far behind. He's managed to throw the ball inside the ground now. We're all set. And also the fielder's back. Let us see what happens. The bowler is slightly afraid of pitching in the length. That is better. He will not run. Raju Se will not be able to come on strike because Sunil wants all of those remaining deliveries for himself to try and get that for his side. He misses again. If 2 hits were great, he has 2 misses. But again, they have had a very great score in the finals. Unless you tell me that Royal Kings are coming in with all guns blazing to try and get that score, then that's different. which they might be able to. Not saying that they will not. Up in the air. This is difficult. This could be taken. Fielder back in the deep, and he takes it. So it's the end of the innings of Sunil, and more importantly, there's going to be a dot delivery. So the score will remain at 176. And this is a new batter, but he's done his job. He's done brilliantly there. And the last delivery that will be of this first innings. But he departs for 60 of 26 with 3 boundaries and 6 sixes, a striker of 230. What an amazing innings from this man, from the man Sunil. Selva Kumar finally getting another wicket, or his first wicket of the match. He'd been wicketless so far. And he has one more delivery to negotiate to end the innings overall. Will Royal Kings be chasing 181? 180. Let's see what happens. The last delivery of the first innings comes in here. This ball keeps low. The batter just swings and misses altogether. So 176 is what is the score for the Turbo Titans at the end of the 16 overs. So the Royal Kings, when they come out to bat, it's going to be 177 is what they require. And they have 16 overs to do that. A strike rate, which is going to be really very high for them. But let us see how they manage to navigate through this. So having a look at the scorecard, Kamwar Abbas, the wicketkeeper, 34 of 29 with 4 boundaries, 2 sixes. Irshad, the 13 of 10. Harish, 37 of 15. Sunil, the star, 60 of 26. Jishnu Sai, the captain, 10 of 6. Raju Say, 11 of 10. And Shamsir just faced that delivery. And the bowling tally is there for the bowlers. Tahir Ahmed, pick of the bowlers in terms of the wickets as well as economy. 2 wickets for 16 runs. For only giving away, 19 to 16 runs in those 3 overs. Narayan and Kannan didn't get a wicket. It was among runs. Raki, the captain, got a wicket but was very, very expensive. 52 runs in his 4 overs. Selva Kumar, a wicket and 33 runs in his 3. And Prakash, 1 wicket with 50 runs in those 4 overs. So that's the end. When we come out, we take a short break. And when we come back, it's going to be the Royal Kings, in fact, chasing 177 to win this match. So there we are back in action with the Royal Kings, wanting to chase the target of 177. Let us see how they manage to do that. And with it, the Turbo Titans are all set and ready for this, run chase as well. And with that, let's go and see Madhukara Reddy is the batter in, and that's runs on the board. The ball is running away. The fielder giving it a chase and will beat the fielders there. So the Royal Kings have started off with a boundary. Kiran and Madhukara Reddy, the two batters, are out there for the Royal Kings. And Madhukara Reddy was the man to hit that boundary first up. Bijo Babu is the bowler in. Right arm over the wicket. Certainly very important to try and get those runs going, especially maintaining that required run rate, which is around 10 and 9, 11, let's say. It's around 11 runs and over, or more than 11, honestly. Banged and shot, poor delivery from Bijo, and it had to be put away with ease by Madhukara Reddy. He shuffled across, got in the line of the ball and then whacked it behind near the square leg, near the fine leg region, as there was no fielder back in the deep. So two back-to-back boundaries. So pressure certainly on the Turbo Kings, not because it's just the start, so the pressure will be there. So we are all in for an exciting fight between the two teams. Let us see who has more grit over each other. Plays are on the offside. Quick single here. The fielder messing things up. Oh, he messed that up with 176 now in the equation. For the Turbo Titans, the fielders have to complement the bowlers. Really very important. Keeps it simple. What they're going to be careful about is the bounce, because the tennis ball tends to bounce a lot, once it's pitched. So certainly very, very, very important to make sure that there wasn't, quite of that awkward bounce when they go for it. So an appeal, it isn't quite interesting. So the first over has been done, and it is 10 for no loss. So there we are back in the action, and that's running away towards the region there for a single. One run is what we get. 11 for no loss. He's trying. He flashed it on the onside, but this will not happen. They cannot play the shots one way. They'll have to respect the line. They have to respect the length. That ball wasn't quite meant to be going literally, I would tell you, or to be slapped. It was outside off. So even if he would have, trying to play that from across the line, he wouldn't quite been able to get those runs. But they do have those two fielders out there in the deep. Madhukara Reddy, who was on strike, he's 9 of 5. Oh, this time he connects. This time it's gone, is it? Yes, it is. That's further away. That's a 6. So Madhukara Reddy tried the shot in the previous over. Previous delivery wasn't successful, but here he was. And he connected that really. This over, they get a 6, which they always want. They want a 6 every to come by. They have to maintain that average of 10 runs or 11 runs. And then you can, pick up the pace as the batters set in. He goes again. This is better. He slaps it. He sweeps it hard. That's the awkward sweep, but again, you will take it all. What a shot. 10 runs in 2 deliveries. He's trying to play that shot every time. Sometimes he will be successful, sometimes he wouldn't be. The first attempt he wasn't, but the last two, because of the line that the bowler had maintained, he was pretty much straight, and that's why he was able to get the ball in the deep. So with the 21 runs on the board, without a wicket to lose in 1.4 overs. So 21 for no loss. Again, this time he wasn't successful. Slower one it was from the bowler. Good change of pace from Raju Kumar. And he was too early with the shot, Madhukara Reddy. So I couldn't quite put that one away. He goes again, but there's a fielder back in the deep. We'll take it on a bounce. We'll prevent that. 21 for no loss. That single 22 at the end of those 2 overs. So that's it in the deep, and that is going to be towards that fielder, just a single. It is start of that over number 3. And it is Biju Babu who once again comes into the act. And that should be runs, and that are runs more than what they would want. The Royal Kings are getting it at ease now. That was a good shot. That previous occasion. Look at that, 24 for no loss. And that boundary will help them really. Madhukara with that shot, Madhukara Reddy, 26 of 11. That's a typical shot. He shuffled across. He knows there is no fine leg in the deep, and he's just helping the ball along its way. So Biju Babu will have to think, seriously on the line and length that he's choosing to bowl, because with that line and length, he will not be able to, stop those runs. The Royal Kings have started off with a fire here, this run chase, and that's one man who's doing the job for them. And Madhukara Reddy, who's 30 of 12 with 5 boundaries and a 6, a target of 250. Kiran has only faced 3 deliveries and he's only got 2 runs. Sensible approach. He knows that he's got a boundary. 2 boundaries. So he's played that on the offside just for a single, getting them 11 runs from this over itself, with 2 more deliveries to go. That should have been through the uppercut. Could have been helped along its way. It was meant to be hit. It'll only be a single, and with that he'll keep the strike. Kiran, 3 overs on 30. The start of another over here, over number 4, and this time it's going to be Raju who's been given the ball in hand. A new bowler comes into the attack. 34 runs. Starts off with it wide. Plays it down the ground. Kiran, there's a fielder there, so he'll only get that single. And this is what they want. They want Madhukara Reddy to be on strike, because he's shown that power in getting in those runs. Duck in. Was there an opportunity? The keeper feels that he was very close. It's coming straight towards long off, should be taken. Bijay Babu takes it, and with that Madhukara Reddy will have to walk back. The Royal Kings have lost their first wicket, and it is Raju who does the job for them. They're wanting to pick that wicket early on, because Madhukara Reddy was making their life a bit of a trouble, but then he cannot be the only man scoring in those runs if from the other end Kiran is try to stay away. The ball was full but outside off. Madhukara Reddy, instead of playing it down the ground, chose to give it straight in the hands of that fielder at long off. So with that, it's going to be the end of that his innings, and the end of that partnership, which was turning out to be dangerous for the Turbo Titans. And now the bowlers will try and come back in the game and try to pick up those remaining wickets as soon as possible, and keeping the pressure maintained, because the required run rate now has jumped up. It's 11.13, and it will always be 11 runs and over or more. There's no LBW there, so surely that's a dead ball. Yes, because that was the shot was not offered, so definitely a dead ball being given, as the ball went away for that boundary. So that's a good decision from the umpire. On the leg side, being called as a wide again. And the extras will definitely hurt the Turbo Titans. They don't have to give away those extras because now it's up to the batters to try and get those runs. It's Raki, the captain, who's walked in. He's played that on the onside. He'll only get a single. Was it off the bat? I think it was off the bat there. Long off in the picture, and he takes it again. Bija Babu was once again instrumental. He was busy, and that's another wicket to lose. It's Kiran who has to walk back. So both the openers are back in the hut. Kiran didn't quite do much. He only got 4 runs, but again, it's the over that's changing the course of the game. Raju got those 2 wickets, and now 2 new men will be out there on the crease. And this is a sign of worry for the Royal Kings, but the Turbo Titans are really very happy with the situation. 176 is what they scored, so they've already put the team under a big pressure, Royal Kings, and in that pressure of chasing this target down, they're losing wickets and losing their momentum. Let us see how they go about the business in those remaining overs. So there we are, 4 overs done. It's 38 for the loss of those 2 wickets. And come 2 new batters are out there, Selva Kumar and Raki, the captain. So it's gonna be their job now to see how to navigate the situation for the Royal Kings. And it's Sunil who's got the ball in hand. It's a new bowler. Sunil very instrumental with the bat. 60 runs on the board, and with the ball, can he pick up some wickets for his side? Can he turn the game? Already, it's in their favor. The Turbo Titans are at the riding seat in this game, in this big finals. But let us see if they can navigate it completely. Play and a miss. That's a play and a miss. Again a miss. And this will happen, and the pressure will slightly seep into these batters. And the Royal Kings are 38 for the loss of 2. The Turbo Titans 176 for the loss of 5. There's a switch. They go for that single. Quick single here. Are they going to go back? No, they're not going back. Just a one. It's a quiet over. There's one more delivery left. There is no boundary coming in, and the pressure will seep in because now the required 100 has jumped up over 12. So the Turbo Titans will now start reaping benefits of that big score on the board. 3 or 4 overs are tight and are trying to be innovative, and this the pressure will make them do all this. 5 done, 40 for the loss of 2. Keeps it pretty much simple and keeps it straight. And on that occasion, Raju picked up those 2 wickets in his previous over. Is riding high now in this over as well. And he's not giving away anything to the batters to try and get those runs. And that's the pressure. Now pressure will make Royal Kings do anything, especially since they have even the captain out there who is giving most of the runs. And in those 4 overs that he's bowled, he's picked up a wicket. But this is where the issues will come in now. On what is going to be their approach. One of them has to go for those hits. Even if it's about losing wickets, that's okay. They'll have to try the approach. This time it will be a boundary. The ball is quick. The fielder is also quick. He stops the ball just before the boundary line. They'll come back for that couple. So 40. That couple makes it 42. Bowling these overs really quick. Simple. Go back again. Not get there. On the onside, there is a fielder back there. It's going to be that one. It's 44 for the loss of 2. Nothing given from this over, and they look at the required run rate. Even if the match has to stop with this particular situation, the DLS score is, the par score will be 60, so they're nowhere there, the Royal Kings. So only a single, 6 done, 45 for the loss of 2. The 6 overs has been done, 45 for the loss of 2, and there are no signs of boundaries coming in. They're finding fielders also back in the deep. That's Sunil, who's going to be the man in the picture right now. Had a very quiet over the first one. And that's gone. That's a soft dismissal. Sunil gets the wicket, and that's Raki who loses another. So 46 for the loss of 2. The wickets going by for the Royal King, great sign, especially 3 now, especially with the way that Raki went out, the captain, and a soft one against Sunil. So it's a new batter now. It's going to be Tahir, who was the wonderful bowler, the most economical bowler, picking up 2 wickets and giving away far less runs. Is now on strike, but it's a very difficult time that he's walked in. 131 runs are required in 9.4 overs. Works around the off, and he's off the mark straight away. Just that single there. So there it is, those runs that come in here, and that was a great shot from the Royal Kings up and over for a boundary. Selva Kumar Sekaran, 10 runs, so far for him. They're getting these odd boundaries here and there, but again, what's more important are those sixes, which is really very, very instrumental and very important, because the required run rate is now jumping on 13.5. As what's required, the DLS score doesn't matter. There's no chances of any rain coming in, so we don't talk about the DLS score. We talk about the situation and how they are approaching this. Selva Kumar on strike, banged in shot. He's asking for a wide, but looking at the square leg umpire, also looking at probably the bouncer and the height. It has given 1 for the over, so that's allowed for Sunil. So 1 for the over is okay. If he bowls another one, that's going to be given as a wide. Just missing the bat on that occasion. So with that, 7 overs to be completed. It's 51 for the loss of 3. I slapped it on the onside. I wanted to, go across the line there, Tahir, but didn't quite connect on that occasion, Tahir Ahmed. And with that, we have Raju once again, coming in for another over. So comes into the attack, Raju. This time he's gone. Tahir, is it going to be going towards the fielder in the deep? It does. And that's been taken wonderfully. So Raju gets another wicket. He's got 3 wickets here, and Tahir Ahmed having to walk back, with that 4 wickets down for the Royal Kings. And at 51, so what can the batters do? The batters have to go for those hits because the required run rate is now inching towards 15. It's 14 and a half already, is inching towards 15. And they are looking in a very good position, the Turbo Titans. All thanks to the batters, the top four, the top five who got them those runs, and especially Sunil literally put them into that position of getting 176. So almost you would see that it's almost done, almost certain the Turbo Titans will pick up this trophy of the C1 Cricket League Season 1. But again, this is cricket. We don't know until the last ball. Probably there's going to be a batter who will come in and start hitting all around the park. So we still got to wait and find out and see if that's going to be possible or no from the Royal Kings. Though the chances are very less. But again, never say never. So Tahir Ahmed is out and back in the dugout. It's going to be Justin Prabhakaran, the new batter in, and who is the man on strike? Selva Kumar and Justin, the two batters. And Raju also ready for another over. He's bowled in those right line and the length, Raju. And also, he's been benefited because the batters are under pressure, so they will play those risky shots, even if it might be that they are putting themselves in danger of being caught in the deep. Across the line, there's a fielder back. Just a single. Again, a couple. They run the first one hard. Are they going to go back for the second? The required was there, but again, they don't want to take any risk. So that's it. 8 overs completed. With it, that's 54 for the loss of 4. So there we are. 8 overs have been done. It's 54 for the loss of 4. The last 8 overs of this game, and it's gonna be time now for Selva Kumar and Justin to show their batting performance. Whereas Sunil will not be bowling in the next over, but they've given it to another bowler. The name will be soon updated. It's Harish. The captain Harish C. Sorry, not the captain, but Harish C. who comes in. Is running away towards the boundary, but there's a fielder back there. That's it. That's been taken. That has been a catch. I thought that it would go run away, but was taken wonderfully. And another wicket that goes down begging for the Royal Kings. Not why they would like. The 54 for the loss of 4 was high up. The fielder took it, and celebration straight away for Harish because he gets his first wicket. So 5 wickets down now for the Royal Kings, and they are in a very, very poor state in this game. Now the fielders are closing in because they want to pick up those wickets and finish things off really quickly. It was Kamwar on the previous occasion that he was out there. Things look a bit more tough. Now Andrews, and the required run rate is around 16.27, and that's really too much. 16.27. That's slapped on the onside. Is that in the bounce? Yes, that's one bounce, or is it all the way? Let's wait for the umpire. He's given that as a maximum, so that's a 6. It was hit really very hard. Struck really, really very hard. 61, for the loss of 5. That's the score. And yeah, brilliant hit altogether. And that's gone. Has it hit the wickets? Yes, it has. So that's the wicket, the inside edge. Gone on to hit the wicket. So that's another one going down. 6 wickets down. And after getting that 6, the next one, he just manages to, get the inside edge. Silva Kumar, he'll have to walk back. Harish has 2 wickets. So that's the new batter that comes in now. It's going to be Prakash, the man in. And 9 overs is done. 61 for the loss of 6. Oh, Biju bhai! Biju bhai! Plays it down the ground. There's a man back in the deep there in that region. Just a single it is. Nothing on that occasion. Again missed it. Again there's a miss. So we'll have 6 more overs to go. Pose these deliveries. Let's play the upper card. There's a fielder back in the deep, and that's been taken easy. Easy catch that was. So 7 wickets down now. This match might get over quickly in case the Royal Kings are bowled out, but they still have 6 more overs to play in case, if they would want to kind of prolong this game. Let us see if it happens though here. 113 runs were needed in 6.2 overs. Now with 38 balls that's remaining, so that's a big ask. That's not going to happen, at least in this kind of a situation. So away from that batter there on the occasion. It's a new batter who's out there, and it's Narayanan Kannan, the new batter. And they're doing their best. What could happen more? Can they get those runs? Banged in shot. He helped along its way. Poor one from Harish. There was not required that kind of a length and that kind of a line. And he gets the 6. So Andrews Franklin manages to pick up that 6. It was sort of a gift being given by, Harish with that length. So either this match will be played for the next, till the end of the 16 overs, or there's going to be wickets that will go by. Plays it on the onside. There's a fielder back in the deep, and that's only a single that's available. That's down the leg side. That is a white. Slaps it on the on again. Are they going to go back? Just a one. .72 for the loss of 7. Again, once it's down the track, it's high up in the air. The bowler's going for it. He's circling around, and he's nowhere in a position to go for that catch. And surely, he wouldn't go for that dive as well. And none of them managed to, stop the ball. And that's going to be over. There's going to be extra runs. It's how many runs it's going to be? 6 runs or 5 runs? I think that's an indication. With 5 runs, 6 runs. So yeah, that's 6 runs added to the scoreboard. They went for the couple. They ran very hard, and been lucky. So 79 for the loss of 7. There's one delivery left to end the over number 11. Well, that's a shot. That's a hard hit from Andrews. Fielder back in the deep. He'll have to be outside the boundary line to go and take that catch. So what a way to end that over number 11. Even though Andrews will go for those hits, but he'll not be able to, empower the team to get to the score of 176 unless he manages to get 3 sixes every over, just like in this particular occasion that he managed to get. But that will depend mostly on the bowlers and they messing up in the next 5 overs. At least one of that over will be good, hopefully, from one of them. So Raju was a good bowler. Jishnu also has done well as Sunil. So 3 bowlers definitely will have 1 over each. So things will be problematic. Meanwhile, Narayanan is the man on strike right now. So there we have, it's 85 for the loss of 7. 11 overs done. Plays that in the gap. No, there's a fielder back who comes around. He had to cover a lot of ground, but he does well in the end. So for the Turbo Titans, it's all about finishing off these overs as quickly as possible. But for the Royal Kings, it's about getting runs, the opportunities, and this is where the domination will be from the way Andrews goes about. So if he keeps hitting 3 sixes every over, at least let's say the next consecutive 3 overs, then we're in for a great chase. But that likelihood is very less. Again, they're going back. Are they going to go back? No, they're happy. So it's not that teams haven't been able to get 92 in 5 overs. They've managed to do that. It largely depends when they are 3 wickets down or 4 wickets down, but not when you're 7 wickets down and when everything depends only on one batter. Because getting 3 sixes every over or 2 sixes or 1 6 and 2 boundaries or even 3 boundaries, it's really problematic. So just at one batter, as you can see, Narayanan wasn't able to connect. And this over so far, Jishnu has not given away anything easy to the batters. He's kept it full. He's not given that length on offer. He's pitched it full right underneath the bat or just, in that stump region. And the awkward runs will come like this. And that's that wide. And that went by. So 5 additional runs. Things like these will come. So which will eventually help them. That shouldn't have gone for a wide, though. So that's it. Just a single that's available. So two sixes. They await the two sixes now, which doesn't quite look. This will tell us. This opportunity will tell us whether they are able to get it or no. That's 98 for the loss of 7. And one more delivery left to win that over number 12. So 12 done, 99 on the board, and that's 19 and a half that's required. There was a boundary, then there was run, and 176. That's going to be Andrews Narayanan, beg your pardon, Narayanan on strike. Let us see what happens. That's the wicket. The very first delivery, Jishnu comes in. He picks up another wicket. So 8 wickets down now for the Royal Kings. And on to the last 4 overs of the game. And also the last two wickets for the Royal Kings that will be remaining. That was an easy one, honestly. Just came in with the line. He wanted to go across the line, Narayanan, and had to give his wicket away. So there we have. He works it on the offside. There's a fielder back there. And that's just going to be a single. It's the batter, number 10, Bala Ganesh Dharmaraj. Bala Ganesh Dharmaraj, the new batter. Didn't quite get an over. But yeah, chance, the opportunity with the bat in hand. There's Andrews who plays that on the onside. Straight towards the man, just once. And that's going to be the story of the game in the next 4 overs, or the next 3 overs that will come by. It was pretty much a one-sided affair for the Turbo Titans. First with the bat and then with the ball, they picked up wickets. Though in the beginning there were some runs the first 3 overs, but once the wickets fell, and the over of Raju, who's been the wicket taker all along. 4 wickets for him. We're giving away only 14 runs, so he's had a star in the finals. Because whenever he came in, he managed to pick up that wicket. And the very first over of his was where the game changed. Just missing it. Was that a wide? Been given as a wide. Though I think that the batter shuffled or he let that go away. It was just close to hitting that stumps. The wanting wickets here, especially Raju wants to get his 5 4. That's a wicket. 5 wickets for Raju. This is the man in the big finals. He's coming to make a mark. On the trot this was, and this time that's a big wicket of Andrews. So with that, the Royal Kings have been devastated in this big finals. They're just 1 wicket out from being bowled out, but you got to commend the way Raju, has bowled here, not giving away too many runs, but the wickets. First over itself, picked up those 2 big wickets. Then consecutively was bought in. Whenever he was bought in, he managed to pick a wicket every time. So 5 wickets for 16 runs. He still has 1 more delivery to go, but the economy is so good, 4.17. And that last wicket, can he get another one to finish things off for the Turbo Titans to lift their trophy, the C1 Cricket League, Season 1. He'll be on 6 wickets if he manages to do that. Let us see if it's possible or no. So we'll have Kishore Kumar, Ramesh, the final batter in, Kishore Kumar. And that's beautiful from Raju. Words don't speak a lot. His performance has done it. Would have been an LBW. It was if it was conventional cricket. But just close on getting another one. So with that, his spell is done. Amazing, as we mentioned. Is that a no ball? Did we have an extra fielder? So it's not done technically. We'll have to be bowling another one, but there's no chance for him to get a wicket and complete a 6. There could be, you could say, a run out, and this match is done, and the wicket falls, but nothing. Even if it hits. So 13 done, 104 for 9. So Dharma, Kishore Kumar and Bala Ganesh, the man here. It's the last 2 men out there for the Royal Kings. And it's Jishnu who's looking, Raju Kumar, beg your pardon, looking for a wicket. Oh, that's wide. On the leg side. And that's the wicket. That's done. This match is done and dusted for the Royal Kings. The Turbo Titans who won this match handsomely. Wonderful. They win with a big margin, 71 runs. Can you imagine the big finals? It's a pretty much one-sided affair. You're going to give it to the batters of the Turbo Titans. They put that big score on the board. And in that, the Royal Kings literally blown away. There was pressure right from the beginning. The batters did initially, Madhukara Shetty did try to go for those runs, but again, nothing could beat the way that the Turbo Titans were going about. They were getting 10 runs and over consistently in spite of losing wickets, and that was the difference between the two sides. So let's have a quick look at the scorecard of the second innings. For the Turbo Titans, we spoke about for the Royal Kings, Madhukara Reddy, beg your pardon, 31 of 15, 5 boundaries, 1 6. He's been the only batter who made a mark. The other, Selva Kumar Sekaran, 17 of 14, and Andrews Franklin, 25 of 13. These two were the only batters who got scores in double digits. The rest all getting only the single digits. And in the bowling department, it's about as we spoke, Raju picking up those 5 wickets and 17 runs in his 4 overs, and Harish 2 wickets. Raju Kumar and Jishnu Sai getting a wicket each. So with that, it's the end. The Turbo Titans are going to lift the trophy of the C1 Cricket League Season 1. So this is Jayson, me signing off. The presentations are going to be up for you, so stay tuned and we'll have you right back.
am the winner of the match, and actually I only win it, and I am now a chief officer. Hello.
Say it again. Yeah, okay. It's not speaker. It will record it.
Hello everyone. I am the winner of the game. My name is Advik Vishnu. I am actually a chief now, and I am very good at cricket now. Especially I am good at catch. So bye everyone.
Say something about your team.
My team is my father. I don't have a team.
Something. Captain, about captain.
Who is your best?
My best teammate is my father. He is my favorite of two.
About captain, about ballers, keeper.
The captain of the game is I am the captain. I like.
I will look at you.
Okay,
Okay? And?
done. Can I feed my photo?
Hey, done.
YouTube.
When it will done, you
You
can
can
see
see now
YouTube.
you
will come
YouTube
in
now, go.
YouTube. Okay?
Yay!
Yes.
Can I come in my TV? I will be in everyone's TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone.
After mine.
नहीं आप लोग
Will it
हमारे दो
also
गया
be mine?
वो गया वो इधर का पूरा ये माइक लो
Will it be after mine?
ऐसे दो लाइन लगाए तो भी चलेंगे हाँ
बैक साइड में कोई बॉटल आएगा?
Hello?
नहीं जाने दो
Will it be after
नहीं रहने दो
नहीं वो फ्लेक्स नहीं है फ्लेक्स नहीं मिला
ये असं असतं
ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ पण येतो ते.
എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാനുണ്ടോ വേറെ ഇതല്ലാതെ നമ്മുടെ
Actually, after
മതി ആദ്യം
I put one channel. Only one channel about my studies. In one channel.
എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ പറയാനുണ്ടോ പറയാനുണ്ടോ
कौन सा टूर्नामेंट आपका ये?
ये C1 का इसका
C1.
C1 एक
कितना टीम है?
अभी 12 टीम का
अच्छा है. छोटा टूर्नामेंट अच्छा है.
तो स्पॉन्सर कुछ नहीं है सिर्फ रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस है
ये इतना भी ट्रॉफी हम लोग KTCL खेलता है वही एक अच्छा है.
बट अभी है ना
उसमें
बहुत
वही
महंगा हो गया ट्रॉफी बहुत महंगा हो गया क्योंकि ये वार के बाद है ना बहुत महंगा हो गया
ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बहुत
हाँ बहुत प्रॉब्लम है इसलिए बहुत महंगा हो गया पहला ये 1 केड़ी 2 केड़ी का ट्रॉफी अभी 6 केड़ी 7 केड़ी है ट्रॉफी
जो टूर्नामेंट खेलता है KTCL उधर ही ज़्यादा है वही ट्रॉफी ज़्यादा है.
Hello, will it be in my TV or after
मैच
my
टाइम पे नहीं
TV?
है,
यहाँ
टीम टाइम पे नहीं है, कोई प्लेयर टाइम पे नहीं है.
KTCL अभी ये हो
KTCL गोइंग ऑन टाइम टू टाइम. और ये STPL, Ragnar.
हम FFC में खेलते हैं और ये हमारा है और FFC शरीफ का है ना नहीं शरीफ और नितिन है आप लोग तो करते हैं ना उधर भी FFC अभी बहुत बड़ा हो गया
आई थिंक FFC इधर का ही मामूला.
हाँ मैं बोला मंगो 60 टीम है ना 60 टीम आदि
The chief.
KTCL आपने लिस्ट है. मॅनेज नाही करत. KTCLचा रूल्स असा आहे कसं आहे चांगली एक गोष्टीसाठी दुसरी गोष्ट सोडावी लागेल. त्यांना जर रेग्युलर टुर्नामेंट रेग्युलर मॅच खेळायची असेल तर त्यांना कमी टीम जास्त टीम घेशील तर की ओपन नेट पण नसते पण यांचं कसं
Okay. Okay. Welcome everybody to the final presentation ceremony of first evening tournament conducted by C1 Sports Cricket Club. First of all, thanking Mr. Prashant and Mr. Jishnu for conducting such a tournament successfully, and also thanking all the teams who participated in the inaugural section of C1 Sports Evening Cricket Club. I will tell the name one by one. Thank you Royal Kings, thank you SMYM, thank you Agela Friends, thank you Mark Battle Squad, thank you Spartans, thank you Telangana Hunters, thank you Sky 11, thank you Turbo Titans, thank you Hitlist, thank you KJPS, thank you Arabian Royals, thank you Win Fighters. Thanking all of you for your successful completion, for your participation and successful completion of the tournament. First of all, into the presentation ceremony, announcing the man of the match of the final conducted today, and the man of the match is Mr. Sunil. All of us, please. Okay, now we are announcing the award for the third runners-up of the tournament, and I am hereby pleased to announce SMYM as the third runners-up. And please collect trophy from the committee. I am inviting Mr. Shindo. Please have a big hand of applause for Mr. Shindo. Now I am announcing the second runners-up of the tournament, and second runners-up goes to Sky 11. We hereby requesting Sky 11 captain Mr. Agil to collect a trophy from committee. Please give a big round of applause for Mr. Agil. Okay, next going to announce the man of the match for the semi-final between Royal Kings and Sky 11. The man of the match is Mr. Tahir Ahmed. Kindly come and collect the. Next, announcing the second semi-final between Turbo Titans and SMYM. The man of the match is Mr. Jishnu. Please give a big hand of applause for Jishnu. Okay, next announcing the top 5 batsmen of the tournament. Please give a big hand of applause for the 5th best batsman, and the name is Madhukar Reddy. Please give him a big hand of applause, Mr. Madhukar Reddy. Next, going to announce the 4th best batsman of the tournament, and it goes to Mr. Rajesh Gobinathan of SMIM. Please come Mr. Rajesh Gobinathan to collect the trophy. Now, announcing the 3rd best batsman of the tournament, and goes to Selvakumar Segaran of Royal Kings. Please give him a big hand of applause. Next, going to announce the 2nd best batsman of the tournament, and it goes to Kambar Abbas. Next, going to announce the first and the best batsman of the tournament, and it goes to Mr. Sunil Tulasidaran of Turbo Titans. Now going to give the best batsman of the tournament, Adi. The next section goes to the best bowlers of the tournament. And the 5th best bowler of the tournament going to Mr. Bijo Babu of Turbo Titans. Next award for the best 4th bowler of the tournament, and it goes to Sugandharajanes of Sky 11. Please come and collect the trophy from the committee. Give him a big hand of applause. Next, announcing the 3rd best bowler of the tournament, and it goes to Jayraman White of Sky 11. Okay. Next, going to give the award for the 2nd best bowler of the tournament, and it goes to Mr. Lalsan Pereira of Sky 11. Next, giving the big award, the best bowler of the tournament, and it goes to Mr. Rocky RK of Royal Kings. special award for the best wicketkeeper of the tournament, and this award goes to Mr. Sawad Nisar of Turbo Titans. Next, going to give the biggest award of the tournament, individual award of the tournament, and it is the man of the series. And man of the series of the tournament is Mr. Sunil Tulasidaran. Give him a big hand of applause. Next time announcing the best runners-up of the tournament, and the best runners-up of the tournament is Royal Kings. Kindly inviting Captain Mr. Rajan to come and collect the trophy. Give him a big round of applause. Next, we are conducting a lucky dip for the C1 sponsoring cricket bat, and we will take the winner from the lot. The winner of the lucky draw is Mr. Irshad. Bat will be given from committee side to Mr. Irshad, winner of the lucky draw. One more award was pending for the third runners-up, man of the match for the third runners-up trophy, and the man of the match goes to Mr. Sugandharajan. Sky 11. C1 Cricket Club thanking Mr. Dijo for conducting the final match, and Mr. Sajan for conducting the final match between Mr. Turbo Titans and Royal Kinos. From the committee side, we thanking their support and presence here, and all others. If we forget to mention somebody, sorry for the same. Now the biggest award of the tournament, and is the winner of the tournament, and it goes to Turbo Titans. Kindly calling captain of Turbo Titans, Mr. Vishnu, to collect the trophy from committee. बस और कंक्लूड करना पड़ेगा नहीं है बस